I am currently in Northern Virginia making this state number 3 on this van life journey. I'll be heading deeper into the state, but for now, over the next few days, I'll be exploring Washington, D.C. and a state park nearby, Great Falls. Let's get started. While I'm out and about, I'm actually keeping my minivan parked at the East Falls Church metro station just outside of D.C. It's also super convenient because this metro line goes straight into D.C. Welcome to the capital of the US and also the Capitol building. We'll actually be here in a few days for a tour, so let's keep going. I really wanted a hot chocolate and I checked out the refreshment stand to see if they had hot chocolate, and I told myself I'm only gonna get it if it's under $4, and it was $2.75. Wow. As you could tell, yesterday was pretty cold. I was supposed to visit one more monument, but I was just tired of walking around in the cold and I just want to be bundled up in the van, so that is what I did. And just in general, it's been pretty cold these past few days. I was going to show you guys my cooking setup this morning, but this is hot chocolate again. It's just too cold to do anything, especially with an outdoor setup. I'm heading back into DC. Today I am visiting the Library of Congress, and just as a side note, everything I'm visiting this week is free. Good morning. So I get some questions about how I stay warm at night, and considering that it's been dropping to the 30s these past few nights, I thought I'd touch on that. So it's a kind of combination of three things. One being the window covers are made of Reflectix, which insulate the car a bit, so that drastically helps with the temperature in here. Next, I just layer up. I wear like 2 sweaters, basically 2 pants, gloves, 2 socks, 1 normal pair and then 1 pair of fuzzy socks. So yeah, and I keep my hair down to keep my like ears warm. Last is the blankets. I have a comforter and then like an extra blanket. If I want more blankets, I can get them. If I want a sleeping bag, I can get that. But for now, this setup has been working quite well, so no complaints. The sleeping isn't the bad part during this cold weather. It's honestly walking around during the day that I just don't like. Luckily, it's warming up today. Should be getting to the 60s, and tonight it should only get down to the 40s, so yay. And we're back at the US Capitol. We're actually going inside this time. Over the next few days, I'm going to be visiting some museums like the US Botanic Garden, the National Gallery of Art, the National Museum of Natural History, and the National Portrait Gallery. The van kind of becomes a mess when I cook, but this is a setup I'm really liking right now. It just feels more contained. Right now I'm making spaghetti and meatballs. Might throw in some spinach. I don't know. This is just what I have. Bon appetit! Can you see that? Yum! Let's try the spaghetti first. Spaghetti and these meatballs. These meatballs were difficult to find. The supermarket I went to had no meatballs. And one of the dudes working there, he was like, "We have these. Only ones left." And I was like, "I'll take them." Obviously I cooked a lot, so what I do is I put them in these little containers, and next time I want to eat it, I just have to heat it up. I don't have to cook everything again. And all of that obviously goes in the cooler. This morning I learned that the hot water at 7-Eleven is free, so I used it to make my oats for the morning. I even had enough hot water left over to make myself some tea. One more day of sightseeing. I'm at Great Falls Park, which is about 30 minutes or so outside of DC. There's a bunch of overlooks and trails you can walk. I'm personally gonna definitely check out the overlooks and walk a 5-ish mile loop. And that is all for my time here in the DC and Northern Virginia area. In just a few days, I'm heading to my first national park on this journey, and you can probably guess which one based on my location. For those worried about my safety, don't worry, I'm already out of the national park by the time this video is posted. And that's all for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Also, that background is so pretty, but I'm literally just at a Staples. Oh, look at that sunset.